Hey guys, my name is Sarah Blizzard. I'm an Australian bobsleigh pilot and I've just recently returned from the Milano Cortina 2026 Winter Olympics. Now I just wanted to make a really quick video to support my donation page and kind of talk about why I actually have a donation page, because I know it might seem a bit bizarre. I've just returned from the Olympics. Why on earth would I be asking for donations? Well, I'm going to tell you why. But basically, the Australian Sports Foundation, first of all, is a platform that allows tax-deductible donations and it supports a lot of athletes in similar positions. There's some amazing athletes on there and they're all fundraising for some pretty incredible things. So that's where I have chosen to fundraise through. Now, the reason I do fundraise is because I don't receive funding to cover the season. Most of it is self-funded and through sponsors and through donations. I do have some incredible sponsors on board and I've had some incredible people donate through the years and I'm so incredibly grateful for all of that. We're getting so close. I say so close, but we're still quite far away from having a full season covered. But my goal after coming back from the Olympics is to make the next 4 years bigger and better and just give absolutely everything. And unfortunately for that, we need some financial support as well. So the reason I'm fundraising is because bobsleigh is a very expensive sport. First of all, we have to go to Europe to do the sport. And second of all, the sport itself and all of the equipment is incredibly expensive. The two-man itself costs probably a brand new one, a minimum of 60,000 euros, so about 100,000 Australian dollars currently. Monobob, 35,000 euros, brand new. Good thing I do not have to buy a new sled, so that is good. The runners that go underneath the sled, so like the metal blades that go underneath, they're not actually blades, they are rounded, but they cost about 12 to 15,000 euros per set. Now, most teams are gonna have 5 sets, maybe if some of the bigger teams have up to 10 sets. I have one full race set, so that's the 4 runners to fit the sled. Now that has to be split between the monobob and the two-man, so we have to repolish them after the monobob day, ready for the two-man day the next day. I do have from the end of season another like half a set, and I do have a training set. So my immediate goal is to raise some money to support buying another set or 2 of those runners. I know that that's kind of a long-term goal. It's a pretty big financial goal, but that's the plan. It's one of the key reasons we are trying to raise some money, because all of these runners are suitable for different conditions. So I want to be able to have the sets of runners that I need for every track and every condition, and to be able to prepare them a little bit earlier in the week and not have to use them for training, so it doesn't take away our energy levels for the race weekend, basically. Now, the other things that are associated with bobsleigh and the costs of bobsleigh is the coaching. Like, I got to pay for a coach to be on season with us. That's someone's wage. It's for a year. It's a lot of money. And then obviously also the on-season stuff. They do so much for us beyond just actually coaching. So trying to find the money for that. Also, I have a coach all year round that does my physical training as well. So the gym, the track, all the training and all the pushing technical stuff as well. On season, we have to transport our sleds somehow. So I have a van that I hire for the full season. So about 5 months, as well as fuel. Now, if you guys thought fuel in Australia was expensive over the last few months, Europe has always been so much more expensive. And they've obviously had an increase since season as well. So I'm dreading that a little bit. But yeah, we have the van hire and the fuel. They are major, major costs as well. I would love to go and buy a van, but that is a massive chunk of money that I can't afford, even though renting is quite expensive over time anyway. Other costs that are associated, obviously we have our flights, accommodation. We're on the road for like 4 or 5 months, staying in a different place every week. So we need Airbnbs and hotels. That adds up, visas, insurance, and then we come back to the bobsleigh side of it. Every training run is going to be about 60 to 70 euros, so let's just say roughly about $100 per training run. We're doing about 3 runs a day for about 6 to 7 days a week, maybe, for like 3 weeks in the preseason. So that is a big chunk of money. Good thing is when we start competing, it does become cheaper because it's all included in a race entry fee, which isn't too bad, to be fair. But then you've got the equipment, you've got the sandpaper that you need to keep buying, the tools that you need to stock up on. There's a lot of other equipment that we need for bobsleighs. If something breaks on the sled, we need to generally pay a lot of money to replace that as well. All the parts are quite expensive. And that's the season. I think that's everything off the top of my head. But it just kind of shows you what we are fundraising for. Like I said, I do have sponsors that are contributing and helping out so much, and the donations that I've already had have helped me be able to buy a set of runners as well. But going forward, we really want to give this absolutely everything, do everything we can to help our performance. I'm doing everything in my training and behind the scenes, sitting on my laptop every day to plan for the season. But I am putting this video out there and revamping my donation page to put it out there again, especially heading up to the end of financial year, to ask you all for your support and join myself and my team on this journey to be bigger and better over the next 4 years, because I think we're definitely capable of some pretty incredible things. We just need the support to be able to do it. So I'm saying please, and I'm saying thank you so much for everyone who is able to donate, and I hope you enjoy watching along for our journey.